Greetings. I hope you enjoy your ride today. How many of you are there? 3. Thank you. 3. Is this the first ride for any of you? Welcome back. We may tease you a lot, but we've got you on the spot. Welcome back. Player 1, are you now or have you ever been a member of the... Thank you very much. And you, Player 2, are you now? Good, thank you. Player 3, what about you? Thank you. Just one brief reminder. Here are your buzzer keys. Have a great ride. I've really enjoyed our time together. Bye now.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of You Don't Know Jack is brought to you by your local chapter of God-fearing, red-blooded, patriotic, commie-hating militias of America. Better dead than well-read. And now, here's your host, Schmitty!
All right, welcome to the game. And remember, no spying and no cheating. I don't care how badly you've been hurt. Watch your fingers, incoming screws here. Remember, no mercy. Keep hitting that S key until you're out of screws. Well, it's no stealth bomber, but let's ride. Player 3, hit your button. Very nice, respectable. This one's called Left Out in the Cold War. Look no further, here's your question. Based on the name of the U.S. policy, Player 3... Player 3, time to pick an answer, Player 2. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Number 2, huh? Hey, there's an open door. Careful it doesn't hit you in the ass on your way out. Player 1, Player 3, Player 3, have at it! The U.S. plan to limit Soviet influence back in the 50s was called containment.
General, Plan A didn't work.
Damn! Bring on Plan B, depleted Ziploc baggies. How about it, Player 3? Here's a little something I call the Common Cold War. Wrap your head around this. If you were to wage a cold war against the common cold, on what would you be spying? Viruses, bacteria, toxins, or cold fairies? Player 1, do it! Colds are caused by viruses.
What's going on there, Agent 12?
How the hell should I know? I can't see them. Achoo! Great, now I'm sick. Player 1, your category's gonna be better dull than red. Now, we've got well over $5,000 riding on this question. This is very exciting. Here we go. Which of these is not a dull fact about staunch anti-communist John... Player 2, go! He never became a vice president. In 1959, he died.
I did no such thing.
Yes, you did, Mr. Dulles. Which doesn't necessarily preclude him from carrying out the duties of the job.
Are you implying the American political system is not the best in the world? Are you some kind of communist, young man?
No, sir, Mr. Dulles. No, sir.
Well, that's good. Did I mention my favorite color is gray?
No, you hadn't mentioned that.
It's true.
Oh. Player 2. This category is I'm getting annoyed. Player 2, what do you say you get to work on getting that score of yours out of the cellar? If the domino theory applied to domino... Player 3, looks like you're gonna answer this. You want number 3? Yeah, baby. The domino theory held that should Vietnam fall to the communists, the rest of Southeast Asia would fall, in 30 minutes or less. Hey, guess what, Player 2? You're screwed. Hit your buzzer, Player 3. We need a value. The category is chilling Soviet leaders.
Did you know I like talking on the telephone?
No, Mr. Dulles. I hadn't heard that.
Communist.
Anyway, if you were to practice the Soviet policies of glasnost and perestroika on your refrigerator, what would you most likely do? Seal it off and kill all who approach it. Open it and reorganize it. Sink. It's all yours, Player 1. No, that would be a sorority policy. It's all you, Player 3. Glasnost means openness, perestroika means restructuring. These policies helped end the Cold War. Hey, and while you're in there, clean out those old Tupperware containers, will you? They smell like Bolshevik. Player 3, now's the time. Buzz in and give me an amount. Hey, kind of looks like you know what you're doing. Here's your category. That vitamin is the bomb. So, do you remember the B-2 or the stealth bomber, the undetectable craft that was our massive new weapon against the Soviets? Well, if the B-2 stealth bomber had the same properties as vitamin B2, what would be the best new name? Player 1!
You know, Schmitty, niacin is an essential vitamin for any growing American boy or girl.
Okay, but it's still the wrong answer, Mr. Dulles.
But I like niacin.
Player 2, player 3, the time is player 3, have at it. Vitamin B2, it's also known as riboflavin. Our first line of defense against the evil forces of respiratory problems. Player 3, hit that buzz. Player 3, way to go. Hey, players 1 and 2, move it or lose it. Player 3, welcome to This or That. Here's the category for your This or That. The Great Space Coaster Race. Now, I'm going to read off 7 space firsts, right? And for each event, I want you to tell me if it's an American first or a Soviet first. Cash in for each one you get right, and you lose some cash for each one you get wrong or don't get to. You got to get all 7 of them in 30 seconds. And we're off. First satellite to orbit. First dog in space. First man. First woman to orbit. First man to walk in. First road. First man. Okay, I'm impressed. Right now, this game is all yours, player 3. Let's see if you can keep it up. Player 2, buzz in and grab a question value. Up next. If trees organized a forest, would anybody hear? Ready or not, here it comes. If members of the John Birch Society decided to plant a society of birch trees, which of the following land... Player 2, grab it! The John Birch Society is a group of ultra-right-wing anti-communists, so they would hate the idea of trees sharing the soil equally. But I wouldn't worry about those John Birch people. Their bark is a lot worse than their bite. Player 2, what's this one? Coming at you. Corpses that sell out. Man, I don't know what sickens me more. The fact that Gorbachev did a fast food commercial, or that commercials are using dead stars like Fred Astaire and John Wayne to sell products. Suppose you see a commercial using the player. Player 3, don't think I enjoy. 4, let's see. Starbucks, huh? Hey, Mr. Dulles, have you ever been to a Starbucks?
Isn't that a commie coffee house where you order drinks in a strange code?
I'll take that as a no. Player 1, player 2, it's all yours, player 1. Back in 1960, Khrushchev got all bent out of shape in front of the UN, and he started banging his shoe on a table. It was great.
We will bury you with these very cool and comfortable shoes.
Player 1, make yourself
There was a comic with one catchphrase, and Smirnoff was his name. Oh, Y-A-K-O-B, Y-A-K-O-B, Y-A-K-O-B. Oh, what a country.
Welcome to Yakov, comrade. Remember to hit your buzzer when the first letter of the answer lights up. That's how you win the cash. Collect all 5 letters first, and I'll give you a bonus. All right, we're going in. First Soviet manned spacecraft. Vostok, baby. U.S. press during Cuban Missile Crisis. The Russian blank church. Amen. Soviet bloc Yugo maker. You go. Soviet-backed Vietnamese rebels. Song, man. Brezhnev, blank Chernenko. Russia's Portly Prez for the 90s. Soviet gymnast Corbett. Olga. Warsaw Pact country, Al for short. Impressive. Garen's first name. Yuri Wright. Shoebagging Soviet leader. Moose Jack. 1 minute to go for the bonus, player 1. The hunt for red blank. Aye, aye. Soviet spy agency. KGB. Blank K-47. Hey! Stoly Smirnov, absolute. Cheers. That's the one. Yakov. Player 1 with the bonus. Checking out the current standings, player 3, you're it. How much for this one, player 2? Buzz in. This one's called Rockin' Over Russia. Player 2, your negative score is starting to annoy me. What are you going to do about it? Based on the class of spy plane he flew, what band would you have Player 2, go! In 1960, the Soviet Union captured U.S. spy Francis Gary Powers after shooting down his, drumroll please, U-2 spy plane. And the worst part was that the U.S. government still didn't find what they were looking for. Come on, player 2. Here's a little something I call our new ambassador to the UN, Bozo.
I don't like clowns. They scare me. I think I'll leave.
Oh, well, if you feel you have to. I'll see you, Mr. Dulles. Okay, so, if you want to become a clown and want your clown name to reflect your interest in treaty organizations, player 1! Right there. Otto is a car. You know, those tiny little things you and 20 of your clown friends pile into and drive around in. Let's see if this clue cuts it for you. Yet another job for my fancy pants army knife, which of course I keep in my fancy pants. Hey, player 2, thanks for sticking around for our amusement.